Bat, 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 bat. Yo. 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 What's up, boys? How we doing today? Furcan, William, Carlos, Bumblebee Cream with the new League SBC requirements. Dude, the objectives, we're going to grind. We're going to probably get the mix one done today. Let me explain my grind, because we're going to change things again. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and now I'm going to change it a little bit, and let me know what you guys think. So, first and foremost, welcome to the stream today, guys. If you do enjoy, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. Plan for today, it's going to be a mix of trading, League SBCs, pack opening. I think we're actually going to play. I think we're going to play champs. I think we're actually going to do it. We qualified for champs. Might as well play games. We'll give it a go. We'll do a couple. If we hate it, we can just skate by. But it should be a fun time. We are approaching 1,000 packs, which means a few things. One, once we hit 1,000 packs, the bare minimum goal for Team of the Year has been established. We hit 1,000, we're good to go. Ultimately, I want to get 2,000 plus packs. However, what I didn't realize is how other people are counting packs during Team of the Year. They're not counting saved packs. They're counting save packs and packs that you make during Team of the Year. So if you open a pack, let's say we open a League SBC pack, we get a duplicate, and we craft a league-specific 25K out of it, they count that as a bonus pack when it comes to their total. So if that's how they're counting it, I have no doubt in my mind, even with just 1,000 saved by Team of the Year, that we'd have probably at least over 2,000 opened during Team of the Year. So what we're going to do is, instead of aiming for 2,000, and let me pull up the graph real quick to show you guys what I'm talking about. We got a little chart we're using. Instead of aiming for 2,000, what we're going to do is I'm going to continue to follow this track of about 25 packs a day, trying to keep it as best as we can of like really good packs for the most part. Here and there we might have it slip. But what you'll see is at the end of December, as we get into January, we're getting dangerously close to 1,500. So what I will probably do is we'll keep grinding in a similar fashion now, finish a bunch of repeatable SBCs, get to 1,500, and then from here all the way until, I guess, the end of the month, more towards the end of the month, I would assume, is when Team of the Year would be. We don't necessarily need to get to 2K. We can just have it be whatever. So if I always want to do a bunch of trading and have a bunch of liquid coins, we can do that. If I want to go absolutely crazy on League SBCs and open everything that we're making and craft some higher end stuff off of that, we can do that as well. So it opens up the door for a lot more potential different things we can do. I think that would be a really good grind. But that being said, we got to discuss the Premium League SBC. This objective came out, and remember yesterday when I said I was on about 100,000 coins, a little bit more than 100,000 coins? We took that. We club stocked for League SBCs that I was going to grind this weekend. I haven't even sold on half of them yet. Look at how much profit we're at. Will it show? Yeah, I think you'll see the coin total if it lets me on. We are insanely making coins. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get the mixed League SBCs done. We're not going to do the premium yet. I'm literally just going to trade with the premium and have premium cover the cost of the mix. Because my goodness, dudes. Infinite coins. We know we can make infinite coins off of it. We know how League SBC Silver Lib and Silver Sud method works. But geez, it is a whole nother level. So if you guys want easy coins, we'll make a video on the Silver Lib, Silver Sud method. If you haven't seen it before, a part of it's in the pin video, which is the League SBC grind, which also, if you need help with the League SBC grind, that can be very helpful for you. But yeah, let's get into it. Enough yapping, dude. Yeah, let's get started. All right. Let us... We got to do the daily golds as well. I haven't done those yet. Yeah, I should be out of Lib Silvers. I have all these left to go. And, dude, we are going to make really nice coins on these. Did the 83 week 2 of the week pick and got all 83s. RIP, man. I love this game. Is anyone doing the gold lib method? If so, how are your gold libs doing? Oh, this is beautiful, man. The beauty of a club stock. Let's go. Dude, we might actually get close to 500,000 coins. Should we get to 500K is like the bare minimum, and then next week try to get to like 750 to 1 mil, and then keep working our way up, and it'd be at like 2.5 mil by team of the year? Thoughts? Because this is going to be insane coins. The return on investment is going to be wild. We have so many more cards yet to go. Alright, we'll do 12 there. Also, too, bidding. I would get used to what the prices are now if you're losing out on everything. Start comparing price a little bit to get a better understanding of what things are going for. I have a feeling the 73s and 74s are going to be insanely priced for some of them. So the flips on those are going to be crazy. The lower ones, the 70, 71s, you can get a few hundred coins probably per one. But it's not going to be as crazy as these. Did another math exam, got a 75. W, man. You passed. That's the most important thing. Unless 75 is not passing there, which I don't know why it would be. But yeah, I'm probably not going to touch the mixed league. With prices as high as they are, which, to be honest, it's not even super high prices. It's just this section. I'm assuming... Wait, hold on. I don't even want to assume. Let's check. What is Eredivisie cards like right now? If you guys have been club stocking Eredivisie, you might be... Let's do FC20. Dude, the menus are so laggy right now. For all my snipers out there. All right, how about Herveen? Yeah. Yeah. Dude, spam those sniping filters. So much profit to be made right now. You think it's a good idea to keep the final pack of the mixed league and recycle everything into the higher packs? I can't make coins back with the premium league SBC. You can make coins back on the premium right now. The pinned video literally is exactly how you can at the moment because they're so easy to make coins off of. But if you want to do it that way, you can do that too. The Silver Lib, Silver Sud will pay for the whole SBC. And we didn't even mention the Gold Lib method. Gold Lib might even be better. I haven't checked prices yet. PSV are fairly high. I would just keep rotating through them. I'd maybe put on a bronze filter too. Silver filter. Because remember, people are doing the objectives for silver cards and Eredivisie cards as well. So you got gameplay happening. What's my plan to grind? The first minute of the stream, I walk through every single thing in exquisite detail if you're curious. The short answer is we're doing the mixed league today. And the, it's not the Centurions, it's the Radioactive. We need to finish those out. We have about 50 left. Is the bronze silver lib method as good? It's better this year than it was ever before. We'll have a updated video on it for tomorrow because we're not going to be live tomorrow. But if you want to see a glimpse of what it looks like, the pinned video in chat can make you literally hundreds of thousands of coins a day. I'm not even exaggerating. We had a little over 100K yesterday. We're probably going to be close to 500K. General, what's up, buddy? y'all doing today? But yeah, I would avoid the premium today. Not because I don't think the premium's still good to do as an SBC. Just I would not want to put any of these cards in. Because everything goes for so much. I would just keep flipping them and selling them. And have it pay for whatever else you want to do. As people start completing it, because what? You only need to do it. Oh no. I put that as an open listing. Rip. You only can do it up to 10 times for the objective. So once people start finishing that and they get the packs, you'll see it drop back down. Also with Mondays and repeatables, you'll see it drop back down. Premium League SBC is high, thus the reason we're making hundreds of thousands of coins off of it, bud. Remember, when prices go high, you don't stop doing it. You just switch your goal. So if your goal is to do League SBCs for cheap, you can still do that. But if they become drastically more expensive, why not profit off the people doing it? Because we know there's now an increased demand for the players. But the bids are still open. Mikey, welcome back, buddy. Oh, jeez. You didn't hear my voice crack, boys. Pretend that didn't happen, all right? Yeah, I would sell all of them and just do the mix right now. Bro, I didn't believe that libs would rise, but I invested because of your word, and I've made bank. I mean, this was a special occasion that made them go even higher. I didn't even predict this. But the theory in general of them rising after, like, player picks or whatever come out on Mondays expire is a thing that happens every single week. So, enjoy it and keep doing it, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to chill for now and see how much profit we can make first. What day are you on for the daily upgrade? Did I do it already? Hold on, let me check. I did it. And I've done every one. So I'm on 15. Slay, Mumbo. More people are doing the SBCs because sweaty players are in packs? No. I mean, there's probably a few that are, but it's because of this. If you guys didn't see it, we now have League Upgrade SBC Completionist, where you get bonus packs every time you complete the Premium Mix and the Mixed League, up into 10 for each. So if you guys are already going through League SBCs, bonus packs here. But for those of you who just trade and don't care about League SBCs, there's even more value in these right now. So we're just profiting off all the people doing the premium right now. I'm still going to do the mix. I'll go back to the premium, but we're selling at a premium. And don't get it twisted. You can still win bids. Let's do some bidding real quick, too, to prove it's not just a selling market. It is a bidding / buying market as well. Not as an investment, but as a flip. Boom, 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 boom. Did we get the free promo card today? What free promo card, Choco? So libs are going to rise even more? They've already risen. That came out at new content today, so they've been fluctuating extremely high for the past 4+ hours. We'll see what they get like in the evening when there's less supply and Americans are still online, but UK's asleep. My guess is you're going to have individual players get extremely high. PC, I don't even want to imagine. PC, there's probably some cards going for like 4K plus. I'm not even trolling. Spurs won. The least surprising thing. Of course they were going to win. It'd be a problem if they didn't win. Are we meant to get a free 500k pack too? I heard we're getting 2 separate million coin packs with the guaranteed team of the year and 90 plus icon. I sold all my live and suds. I'll do the SBC after the hype dies down. Yep. If you guys still want to make packs out of League SBCs, I do the mix right now, but I would only sell League SBC cards for the premium. So realistically, we could probably get relatively soon, once we keep selling these on, over 350k. But I want to see, while these are still up, how many coins we're on once we sell those. I think we'll be at least on 400k. But if we're pushing towards 500, we'll have that be our bare minimum moving forward, where we can't get under 500k again. We'll keep moving up. I told you guys, the grind for coins is back on. You didn't believe me. You saw my coins were low. You didn't believe we could still make coins. You thought we were washed, making all these packs, saving up for team of the year. Nah, I had to return, boys. 20 people in here. Let's say 10 likes. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, smack that like button, dudes. Let's see if we can get 10. $1.6 easy money. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable profit. Boys, bid on silver libs and silver suds right now. Does somebody in chat want to check out gold libs with the compare price method and see how those are doing? I've not checked that market yet, but I'm assuming Cavani's like just the easiest coins in the world. You 4 times your coins? Yeah, we're pretty close to that. We had a little over 100k yesterday. We're going to be close to 500k today. That's how crazy it changes. Cavani's 1.6. He's now 1.8. Just sold 3 for 2k. W! I was betting on Pavone all day yesterday for 1k. Got 500 of them. How many did you sell? Oh, you said he is now 1.8. Gotcha. Enjoy your profit, man. River Plate and Boca are selling. The beautiful thing about everything being up is even the crap 73 and 74s from Boca and River Plate still have value. That's when you know the market's really good. But yeah, when I do the mixed league, the way I'm going to do it today, to finish up the radioactive relatively soon, I'm going to open the final pack, the MLS championship section, and the untradeable 7.5k pack. We'll save the... Oh, we'll open the silver one too. The only one I won't open is probably the gold 5k pack tradable. We'll keep saving those for when golds go up in price again. So we'll essentially be opening most things to get untradeable golds to put into the radioactive. And if we pack walkouts, promo cards, boards along the way, we can put them in SBCs. Dude, I hate when I misclick and it just lists the card. Have very few bids down to the last, like, 20 seconds. Something to keep an eye on. Jacob, what's up, buddy? I know the question you're going to ask me, Jacob. I don't know if it's going to be confirmed that that's our appointment for a manager. I'm willing to give him a chance. I'm not going to bash him. I've seen his history. I know his poor time at in the Scottish Premier League, his poor transfer record, but he's not going to be in charge of transfers, so that's not really against him for me. What I've read, quotes from he likes a final third that is very attacking and do a good job of being able to interchange with each other. And that sounds exactly like Sunderland. So I'm confident enough with where the club's at that if he can just put together a good lineup and we can get results, he's worth it till at least the end of the season. I don't know if the deal is like just short term, he's the only one available. I don't know if it's like they think he's going to be the future of the club. Honestly, I have no idea, and I would rather just not overreact, kind of like on Twitter is, and just see what happens. I'd prefer Mike Dodds as well, but I also would prefer Mike Dodds long-term be at the club. And I think he does more behind the scenes than being the foreman, who then at some point would get fired too, right? So if he's lurking in the shadows helping out, putting together lineups and stuff, I'm all for Mike doing that. Yeah, we'll see, man. I socked Suds this morning. I just sold 4 for 2.5K. W. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Made 300K from Lids and Suds. Not going to bed anytime soon. Dude, literally all I want to do tonight is grind the Mixed League SBC. And just, why did I put a 150 minimum bid? And just bid on Libs and Suds and sell them for profit. Like, it's times like this where it's like, it's so easy. Makes you question doing anything else. Also, give the Meg 6K tickets and moving fans who have bought season tickets in the stands is ridiculous. The moving the fans, I'm completely against. The concern I heard was them potentially like throwing stuff from up above. So getting them moved to a place they don't do that. I haven't read too much into it, so I don't know. The allotted amount. What is the bare minimum legally the FA Cup requires us to give them? Because if it's more than the bare minimum, that's upsetting, especially if you're moving fans because of it. Well, what's the bare minimum? Like 5K? 15%? So what's 15% of, what is it? Is it 45,000 we can fit in the Stadium of Light? Have Suds and Libs gone up? That is an understatement, buddy. Think of if there was like the deepest depths of the ocean. That was Libs and Suds yesterday. Then think if you just like did a deep squat. You jumped up like Ronaldo header on a set piece. Flew out of the water from the ocean. The deep depths of the ocean. Went higher than the highest mountains in the world. Left Earth, got into space, and like stayed up there. That's where their price is right now. Around 6K, but I would have thought police and the fans themselves would have come first. Yeah, I didn't see too much into it. I just know fans are in a frenzy right now and very emotional. Honestly, very understanding why they're emotional. So me as a like outsider in terms of like I don't live in the community, I'm not gonna really get too emotional on it right now. I am kind of emotional with the manager, but I'm keeping it hidden because again, I did the same thing for Alex Neil. I did the same thing for Mowbray, where I was like, "This is who we got," and both of those times I was pleasantly surprised. So. I don't know. I'm willing to give him a chance. Great analogy. Thank you. Yeah, even Boca and River Plate silvers are up. It is a beautiful day, boys. So what we could do too, I was gonna do the mixed league into the 75 plus times threes while they're still out. What is the price of gold commons at the moment? Does anyone know? Are they going 400 within the hour? Guaranteed to sell? All right, so 350. Let's say an average these go for 500, which they're not. They're going to go for more. 500, 70, 35. Okay, so we're pushing 400,000, I'd say. What are, I wonder what low end silvers are looking like right now. Interesting. Dude, this market amazes me, man. The buying habits of people is beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to start winning these. I don't know what they even go for. I'm just kind of curious. Because when the Boca start to drop, I think that's going to be a good indicator with where the market's at. Also, too, we will hit the point. Just kind of accept it. You will get outbid quite a bit on today because prices are so high. You also have people who will catch on with the sharp difference between the buy now prices versus the bid prices. Just accept you might not win as many. If you're still consistently winning quite a few while bidding, I'd just keep it the same. I would try to avoid bidding higher than you need to. And that's like 600 for the 73s and 74s. 72s, you could probably get away with up to like 500. 71s, depending on the team, you could probably do that too. It just really depends, man. Each team's going to be different now as well. You're going to have some teams showing up in solutions more than others, so they're going to rise. But also, too, pay attention. If you lose a bid, look for what it's going for. Dude, oh, man. I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. Oh my gosh. Question. Are you guys okay? Maybe for like, I don't know, the next half an hour or so, instead of doing the mixed league SBC right now, because we know prices aren't going to change for that. If we just bid and flip while it's this good, and we just chill and talk to chat, are you guys okay with that? Dude, I'm going to, wait, Matt Foot Trading did a good thing. He did the claim all on the League SBC grind. I'm definitely going to do that when it's time. Of course, bro. All right, bet. How are you, bro? I'm chilling. I'm loving life. Listening to my favorite. Chilling, watching Mumble, and playing FC24. Hey, Z, you know what's crazy about that, bro? It sounds like your life is going so good right now, man. You're chilling in the stream. I love it. You're actually enjoying the game. I love it. You're about to hop into Weekend League. You're about to face a rat who has 5 in the back. And he has Mbappe up top. He's going to take it to end line every single time. He's going to slot at least 3 or 4 goals in a game. Think of like the most toxic celebration you can imagine. He's going to find a new one and do that while he's in Christmas kits to get bonus objectives. And every time he goes up a few goals, he's going to keep pausing so that you have the opportunity to leave because he wants to, you know, get through his Weekend League as quick as possible. So even though you're happy right now, and I'm honestly really happy that you're happy, just know that happiness is always fleeting. And if you're hopping into Foot Champs, it's most likely guaranteed to turn your weekend to something negative. So keep that in mind. That's the disclaimer. Some claim all content? Yes, sir. Currently listening to chat and trying to bid. I kind of need to. So here's my situation. I have 2.5K I still need for XP. Daily games, I'll get the daily bonus. Seasonal for the weekly. If I do the daily objectives today and tomorrow, we'll get that easy XP. We could finish this out and gives us some. This weekly gameplay, I believe, brings us over that. I could be wrong. I'd have to look at the XP elsewhere. I think we're over once we finish this. So, as long as I keep playing enough games, we'll for sure have it by then. The question is, though, when do we go for this? You know, actually, these packs don't look good enough to want to grind for. Not gonna lie. Wait, there's a level 2 as well? I might just do AFK squad battles on Sunday. Why are you like this? Why am I like what? Why am I realistic with people? They can enjoy their weekend and have a good time. Just know that it might not be all sunshine and rainbows, right? If he understands the risk he's taking going into Weekend League, I'd rather prepare him for that. Level 26, bonus is trash. Oh yeah, we got Holland already in the works, so we'll definitely get. We got a lot of games for Holland done, but we have Holland before we have the end of the Battle Pass XP. So then we're gonna have to do all those games again. And then I have an Evo that I have to finish that expires tomorrow that I'm not going to get done. It's a mess right now, man. Give me your favorite squad for the 6 clubs. Lib Sun. Wait. Give my favorite squad to use for League SBCs? For the mix? I believe it's here. Let me actually be dead right on this. I don't want to leave any room for interpretation. There's literally a million teams you could use for the Sun. I would stick to Sun because there's so many more lower end ones. If you're just doing it one at a time, you could pick a team. I think it's Caballero. Yeah, they have a ton you could do. If you're going to be doing runs after runs after runs, honestly, the way I do it is to save myself time. I just put Sudamericana in as a filter, and I mass bid 150 on everything, and I club stock that way. And I'll usually have 6+ players for a bunch of different teams, and I just do that over and over. What's the grind? Eusebio or the Icon Pack? If you're grinding Eusebio, I would wait till Team of the Year to do that. It's out for 2 months. If you're saving any sort of packs, that is a player you should save for Team of the Year. If you're trying to be efficient with your time and fodder. So I do the Icon Pack right now. You wait. No, never mind. Wait, hold on. What are Sudamericanas at? Hold on. Pause. I might have just thought of something. One sec. Hold on. If these get close to the 59th minute, you're going to have silvers, and more specifically 70+ Sudamericanas popping up. If you're on the web app or companion app right now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do quality silver league Sudamericana and just sit at like a max buy now price of like 200, 250, 300. If you see 70 pluses popping up, you're going to be doubling or tripling your coins on a ton of it. So what you do with gameplay objectives and trying to get all the radioactive league SBCs done? Yeah. Yeah. And, like, the whole goal, too, is to not get burnt out as well. So, like, do a grind that you can enjoy, but don't get burnt out. I'm slowly starting to get burnt out of saving packs, but good news is we're getting close to the end of that, so it's not too much longer. You got 15 wins. You're chilling? Awesome, bud. GG then. When do you think the hype will go down of the libs and suds? I think a majority of people who are buying them out will start finishing them this weekend. It's out for, what, a week plus? By Monday when we get the repeatable, I think most people will have a ton of those done. And with the repeatable out, they'll go to something else as well. Also, too, something to note. If they're bringing us League SBC Completionists and the radioactive is going away soon, what are the odds we get another one that's going to be out for now until maybe after Team of the Year or around that time that we'll be grinding towards as well? So my theory, if I wanted to take a guess, we'll probably have something similar to the 75 plus times 3 that we currently have for the radioactive one. It might be the same exact thing, if not potentially just a little better. I would hope it's something just a little better. I don't mind getting 3 rare golds, but that no minimum requirement with 100 of them being saved is really going to get annoying. You went on the wrong side of the roundabout in your driving Are you okay? First and foremost, are you okay? Are you and the other people in the car okay? Can we get that out of the way first? I need to know you're okay. Minimal damage, we got. All right, boy. You come in here every single day and roast me when it comes to Ultimate Team. You roast me when it comes to football. My dude, you can't drive a car. I'm good. I'm good. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I got to say. It's a child who can't drive a car. Now I know who I'm fighting with in chat. Got it. That makes me feel better. All right. Woo. What's the League SBC upgrade? 10 times? It's the, if you go to the objective section, the bonus packs are for doing the mixed league 10 times and also doing the premium. So it's the normal League SBCs, just completing them 10 times through. Oh wait, it's under live, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty good bonus packs as well. Give me a break? Oh, no, they will give you a break. They don't want you driving anytime soon, I'm assuming. They'll give you plenty of time. Minimal... He's not even in chat anymore, and he still gets to me. What a first owner squad. Who am I banning? Oh, he's already gone. Don't worry. WSM's not in chat until the new year, right? What was that the deal we struck yesterday? WSM's like, Mumbo, do a player pick right now. If you don't get an 83 or higher, I will not be here until like the new year or some date, he said. He won't be typing in chat, he said. He'll still be here. He'll be sending images like that just to piss us off. Should we bid 200 for the Silver Suds? You can bid 200 for Silver Suds. You're going to be missing out on a ton of coins for a majority of them. Because a lot of them that are 70 plus are going for 800 plus right now. He made an alt account. Still watching though? Hey. Dude, you're going to be like, who's that other guy that got banned? And just would message me while he watched the stream on PlayStation. We'd be having a conversation. He'd be like, yeah, I think this, I think that. And all the messages would pop up. Brilliant. I kind of miss it. Not going to lie. Maybe upgrade the right back? Yeah, dude. He thinks he's all cool and all, but his right back is honestly just complete trash. I have 470 Silver Suit Americanas. I will sell them all. Yeah, if you guys have any 70 plus rated Suit Americana or Libertadores card right now, sell, sell, sell. Do not worry about the Premium League SBC right now. We will worry about it later this week. Right now, just make the coins off of it. Even if you have some cards that you want to put in, instead of buying off the market, like if because prices are high, you're like, oh, I'm not going to buy cards, but I'll use what's in my club. No, trust me. Sell what cards you have now. You can buy them back later and probably get one or two more of those cards later. Prices are that crazy right now. We saw the Jobs Masterclass against Leeds on Tuesday. I mean, every game for him is a masterclass. But yeah, Leeds was another one. Also, too, I put it in the football talk section of the Discord. I wasn't lying when I said Real Madrid was interested in Job. I was genuinely not shocked when that came out. We bought him for like 3 mil. He's already worth 6 to 7. Give him a few more months. He's probably going to be 10 mil plus. If Real Madrid was going to bid, how much would you accept? There would be some sort of probably sell-on clause with Birmingham. So, realistically, if they're going to buy him at the end of this season, 10 mil. If it would be after the season, he's just going to be even more expensive. So, ultimately, Real Madrid would be buying him as an investment themselves. So, if they bought him for 10 mil now, by the end of the season, they would still have a really good investment on their hands. They wouldn't want to wait longer because they'd probably just loan him out right away. No. I'm not saying Job's ready to start for Real Madrid. I'm not even saying Job would be playing for Real Madrid right away. But they are interested for him in the future. He's developing at an extremely fast rate. Very similar to how his brother did. Yeah. I mean, Madrid has the money too, so. And they could honestly, I don't know how contracts work, but I would hope it'd be something like, hey, if Real Madrid buys him and they're going to loan him out, Sunderland gets him on loan then. Something like that would be cool. Oh, I definitely think he could be 20 to 25 mil too. That's why I'm saying if we bought him for around 3 mil, if that's what was reported, and he's already worth 6 to 7 mil as we speak, that's his value. 10 mil would be a steal because, yeah, I think he's easily a 20 mil plus player too. He's still extremely young. Alex Scott was far superior. It was cheaper. WSM! Get out of here! No. Leave, buddy. Broad family just produces quality footballers. No, Alex Scott was nice. I feel like the difference, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bristol City's position versus Sunderland's position is completely different, though. Bristol City had a fantastic baller on their hands. But they needed the money, right? That's why they sold him. Sunderland doesn't necessarily need the money now. And was this contract coming up soon, too? So if he re-signed, it would have been a lot more on the wages, and they probably couldn't afford it. Because that's another important thing, too, for how much they're willing to sell for. 10-second timeout. Beautiful. Boys, if you are in the stream right now and you're not bidding on silver libs and suds, you are missing out on the literal easiest coins in the world. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, you're going to make like 100 per card. It is... You know what? Never mind. Don't actually bid on it. It's a waste of your time and coins. You should definitely just go play Weekend League right now. Definitely don't look at silver Eredivisie or bronze Eredivisie either. Definitely don't look at gold libs and suds on compare price. There's definitely no coins in the premium League SBC right now to be made. I won't bid on that banter game mode. It's probably not by choice, right? You can't do it. Kind of like you can't drive. Takes a little bit of skill and you lack it, mate. Not seen TikTok vid, Spytex. They have to do a Zidane. How are you running your account, WSM? Are you just like spamming League SBCs, trading, making coins, not really saving much, and just kind of doing SBCs as they come? Because, like, surely at this point, Team of the Year is kind of meaningless for you, right? Unless you get, like, a Team of the Year right back. If you get a Team of the Year right back Trey Hume, that's probably going to be your only upgrade, right? $74 silver lips for 200, easy money. Then sell for more. Wait, are you picking up, like, low-rated? Wait, hold on. You're winning 74 rated silver libs right now for 200 coins? That's not even possible. 250 is the lowest because it's a... Am I tripping? The lowest you can bid is 250 to 300. So how are you winning them for 200? $250 to 300? Gotcha. Are they a lot of the Boca ones? Not suds? Because the Boca and River Plate are expensive as crap right now. Usually we avoid them. But now we don't need to. At 400K Liquid, I don't want to buy right back. I was just hoping to buy... to back a good one from an icon back. I mean, you will eventually. But no, do we have any Bristol City fans in chat? Your dog is a Bristol City fan? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Boys, it's... If you didn't get Christmas presents for your family yet, just do the silver lib, silver sud method. You can buy them whatever they want for the holidays. If he does Villa, have to get 80 mil at least. He's already 22 and he doesn't get our start 11. Jacob Branson clears that light skin merchant. For what? How much did Jude go to Real Madrid for? Does anyone know? Sit on bidding of virtual stud cards. Bid on the real market, bud. I do the actual stock market as well. I do better in the actual stock market than I do this market. To be fair. I do the Silver Lib IRL. It's called dividend investing. So why are you not a millionaire then? Who said I wasn't a millionaire? Me and Elon Musk basically have the same amount of money. Your transfer profit's like 10 mil. You don't have that, bud? You're right. I have 10 bill. Not mil. When's the how to grind dividend investment vid out? Honestly, I was thinking of making a finance channel at some point, but do research on high quality paying dividend stocks that have long-term potential to not only grow, but have shown a history of increasing dividends over time. Invest in them throughout the year and always set your dividends to reinvest. Wait, hold on. Wait a second, hold on. I just thought of something. I wonder, I'm curious. Should I, for the video tomorrow, just as like, not even as like a joke, I'm genuinely curious. Do you guys think, so out of like niches on YouTube, so like gaming, right? Gaming as a whole, you might make X amount of money per 1,000 views, just in general. Let's say it's like in general $3 per 1,000 views, right? Let's say Minecraft might be a little more than that average because it's more kid friendly, a lot more advertisers go into it. Let's say FIFA's a little below that at like $2 per 1,000 views. The finance section is crazy amount of money. Should I make a Silver Lib Silver Sun video for tomorrow? But instead of having it be under gaming and FIFA or Ultimate Team for FC24, should we put it under the finance section and see how it does? Yo, I kind of want to try that. What is bro cooking? I'm just curious to see, because technically we're showing people how to make money. I wonder if those, I don't know if you guys ever watch content on finance, but they have like 1 million bots. Remember when sex bots were a problem in our live streams? And they'd always come in? The finance world has that for like accounts trying to sell you their like product or whatever. It'll be a lot of like the same statements made over and over again. It'd be like, thank you so much for this video. It was extremely helpful to plan out my financial future. Speaking about financial future, I want everyone who clicks on my profile to get a free course. How can sex bots ever be a problem? Dude, they became a huge problem. Let's just say we had some moderators fall in love with some bots in chat. That's all I'm going to say, though. When we used to stream on Twitch, I had a long-term viewer. Does anyone know about Twitch bots? Not like fake, not like people like view botting or anything. But do you know like those like, if you have a few viewers in your stream, there's like a few channels that will be on every like stream ever. And if you look at the viewer list, they'll always be in there. I can't remember their names, but do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever checked the viewer list on Twitch? Nah, you say it was Fred? I didn't say it was Fred, but I'm not denying that it was Fred either. You can show porn now on Twitch and see its art. They changed it back. They had such a negative response, and they had to ban so many people. But no, so Essentially, in our streams, we would always have like one or two of those bots that would be in every stream, just like lurking in the viewer list. And one of my buddies gifted subs, and you have the option to have it be random, or you can pick out who you want to gift it to. And he's like, I've never seen this person type in chat, but they're here every single stream. I appreciate your support for this Elite Army community, man. And he gifted a sub to the bot. It's still a gifted sub, and I appreciate it, but we were all laughing. Like, nah, man. How do I pay for this? OnlyFans? Levi! What's up, buddy? Levi Ackerman? Please, someone get that reference. If you don't, you're uncultured. Elite Army, toughest gang in America? We might get top 5. Wobble those? I don't know if you can see. He's the guy from Fortnite. Yeah, he's the guy from Fortnite. You're right. How could I forget? Wait, I am honestly curious. You know how I just said for that video if we tried it under finance? Bro, I wonder how a finance live stream would do. Low-key, I want to try that out. You don't really like the new season? I haven't really played it too much. I did the water camping and did some placements, and then the new Warzone season came out. I've been grinding that. Now I'm like, I'm not completely out of Warzone. I'm waiting for, I think it's this weekend, is the triple XP, or double XP for everything. So weapon, level, battle pass. I'll try to get close to maxing out that level. On the battle pass, because I'm already like 40% in, I think. So we've been doing pretty well. The OG mode was a top tier, man. Has anyone played the Lego Fortnite? How's that been? Alright, I'll move these down a little bit. I can't believe it, dudes. What a waste of time. We're only going to be making 700 coins on that card. Unbelievable. Bro, the Lego Fortnite, I've only seen videos and live streams. I haven't played it myself. But like Minecraft, it's truly amazing to see how quickly people, like, in a video game treat it like the world. And how, like, no matter what, war and conflict will always find a way to become a part of the game. I saw a dude who tried to like raid someone's village or something, and it had like defenders with swords come out and try to kill him. So his like little Lego character ran away, and then he built a like little flying device, and he took barrels of TNT, essentially. It would just drop them on top. And he did like a bombing run. Mubba, congrats on the 5 members. So proud of you. Appreciate it, man. Once we get to the 10-member goal, we're going to do a giveaway for you guys. It's going to be probably driving lessons. Spytex, if you want to win that, mate, become a member. Save you quite a bit of money. Won't get in any more accidents. You guys think GTA 6 will reach its expectations? No, it's not possible to reach expectations. GTA expectations are literally as high as they could ever be. It's not possible to surpass them. I don't even know what like reaching it would look like. I think it'll be a fantastic game, have a lot of viewership, and a lot of people playing it for years and years to come. But like expectation wise, unless you have low expectations for the games, most people have been waiting since what, 2013. Yeah. So like I don't think going off of expectations is fair. I think GTA though in general, that community knows what they're getting, and it's not something like FIFA where it's going to be the same game copy and pasted. A lot more customability. Play it year in year out. As that's the one thing about if you're a content creator or you're thinking about becoming a content creator, playing a game, doing streams or making videos off of something that is constantly played year after year, I feel like probably feels a lot better than games that no one cares about really after the game cycle ends. Like when this FIFA ends or this Ultimate Team ends for FC 24, it's on to FC 25. 2025 though, why 2 years? It might not be 2 years. It might be like the beginning of 2025, so a little more than a year. They probably want to give enough time to be able to add a bunch more stuff. Uh-oh. Did we get banned? Why can't we bid anymore? Dude, it's just too easy, man. It's time for some Pro Evolution Soccer. Wait, how do you guys, how do you Europeans feel about, PES as a name? It has soccer in it. Do you think about it at all, or are you just used to it? It's dreadful. Not fussed. What you talking about? PES has soccer in the name, but it's football. And every time I've called it soccer in the past, y'all literally want my execution. So I was just curious if the people who complain about it keep the same energy. Very few, I feel like, would have a problem, but... In school, we mocked the name PES. But PES 46 was the best football game at the time. Dude, I am happy and not happy that I've basically never played PES. I feel like it's probably a really good game to a certain extent. But then also, too, anything that takes me away from Ultimate Team, I'm hesitant about. Like, you guys got to understand, from when I was a little kid playing FIFA, all I would do is I would take my allowance money and I'd buy FIFA when it came out, and I'd have to wait for Christmas for Call of Duty. And those were like the two games I would play. For my birthday in January, I'd ask for like PlayStation money so that I could get the DLCs for Call of Duty. Or I could buy like $10 worth of FIFA points. I packed Ronaldo Gold tradable with like a $15 PlayStation card worth of FIFA points back in FIFA 13, 14? Dude, you want to know another reason why I'm against spending money on games if you can grind it? When I was in high school, my senior year, so when I was 17 and 18, I had a job. When I wasn't playing football 24/7, I had a job where I was making minimum wage at a restaurant, being the host. So I'd sit people down, I'd clear their table. You'd get some tips in that, but not a lot. So I made minimum wage, worked probably 10 hours a week. I kid you not, a majority of my paychecks instantly went into Black Ops 3 for COD points. And I would open up so many supply drops. It was disgusting. I had almost every weapon in the game at the time. Every camo, every emblem, calling card. Most Brits don't care if people call it soccer or football. It's just banter. For our stateside cousins, in all honesty, don't let that secret out. No, I agree with you. I feel like it's more just banter too. I will say though, what's not banter and why I usually don't like talking much about football. We were having a conversation with this late last night if people were still up. We were talking about just football in general. I was talking about Sunderland. People were talking about Tottenham United situation. One thing I do notice, and like rightfully so, Americans aren't really up to date on football and don't really understand the culture involved in the sport, especially how like the MLS is running stuff. But when it comes to like, let's say an American having an opinion on the sport, I feel like it's not given a lot of attention and just a lot of scrutiny no matter what, just because we're American. But again, for a lot of people, rightfully so, but it makes it frustrating when I say literally anything. I get talked down to because I'm an American talking about football. Predictions for tomorrow? Let's see. What time's game time? Is it early game or I think it's 9 a.m. Against Bristol too. Nice. We're going to say 2-1 Sunderland. I'm curious what the lineup's going to be. Bristol's 15th right now. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Sunderland plays against them. Do you know the formation Bristol normally plays? They normally sit in back a lot more now. But it's a problem when certain Americans think the USA have a better youth. I didn't say that. No. You were putting words into my mouth. I was giving an in-depth explanation on where the future of football in the United States is going to come from. I was comparing the amount of resources and what still needs to be addressed in the United States where we could grow relative to other countries. And youth development is something the United States is pouring a lot of money into right now. So it's something you're starting to see the benefits of. But in the next few years, like the next 3 to 5, you're really going to see the development coming. That's as far as I'm taking that. Do not put words into my mouth. FIFA was garbage until 17. Gambling Addict Stage 2. My brother got in on it the last day of it being supply drops. It wasn't even supply drops, was it? It was crates or something. It was... The currency was crypto keys. You'd get COD points. You'd open it up. And any like duplicates you'd have, it'd burn it into crypto keys. So I would open like 100 of the drops. And then I would have like a few hundred crypto keys. And then I could put the crypto keys into more packs, essentially. It was so addicting, man. The 3-back games were against Huddersfield and Norwich. Last game was a 4-4-2. So if they, I would rather they come out swinging and be more attacking. That suits us better. If they sit more defensive and are just chilling in their box, parking the bus, I'm very scared for how we're going to do. Because I could see us having extremely lazy first half if that's the case. But no, we'll see. I'm excited for the rest of the week when it comes to updates on injury status. It sounds like majority of people have overcome their injuries, and we're going to be seeing some players in the U21 team soon. I need to watch Pembele play. If I was going to buy a player's jersey for Sunderland, Pembele might be up there for me. I'm really excited to see how he is. For us, to be fair. Do you see the Turner Masterclass against Spurs today? Did he let in like 3 goals, or did he make like 50 saves as well? I didn't watch the game, so I didn't see. Fixtures. 2-0. There's 6 shots on target. 12 shots total. Nice. I can see it being a 4-2-3-1. Joe striker Robertson. I think Roberts definitely has to come back in. I have nothing against Ba. I just think he plays better as a substitute while we already have a lead. I think that gives a lot more freedom for him on that side of the pitch that he doesn't necessarily get when he starts. Because like you were saying, he's not really... Him taking on people's not leading to anything. He gets to the same spot on the pitch. Doesn't look like he has any desire to get people involved. Especially if Trey Hume's behind him. Hume's not overlapping him, so he's isolated. We don't have a striker making a run in that space. If it's Rusin, we probably do. If it's Burstow, probably not. Mayenda, maybe. Thing about American football fans is they don't understand shit. That is a very general statement, though. I feel like you have to specify that a little bit more. If we're saying, like, just in general, American fans as a whole, probably not. But, kind of like the same in FIFA, there's an extremely dedicated group inside the United States that I would say understands it relatively well. And continues to grow. Do you think Watson's going to get a chance with us this season? Like, I'm looking at the bench. And I could see him, honestly, and this saddens me to say, for that position, if we're looking at left mid / left wing, and we have to put someone on the bench, even though he hasn't been on the bench recently, you know what name I would replace with Watson for the rest of the season? It pains me to say it, man. Jewison Bennett. That's tough. That's tough. I love Jewison, but I think that'd be more beneficial. Did Watson just sign a new contract too? Yep, he wants game time, but I haven't even seen him play much for the U21. I honestly haven't seen him around at all. I've seen like 0 pictures of him in practice or training. Is he alive? NBA Ultras? Dude, did you see? There's a guy on TikTok who goes to different NFL stadiums, NCAA football stadiums, some basketball stadiums for NCAA. Now he's doing basketball stadiums for the NBA, where he tries to see how long he can stay after the game and before he gets kicked out. And he did one at Fiserv Forum, the Bucks' new stadium, and he saw a section of fans that were still there. So he like walked up to them, and he's like, "Hey, I saw you guys were cheering on the section. Like, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, the Bucks pay us to cheer all game. We get free tickets. We come to the game. We have all these props." And you'll usually see them cut to them on like the board and stuff. What channel is that? I'd have to look it up on TikTok. I don't know his name. They evacuate the stadium if you set a flare off. Bro, that's crazy. Dude, imagine taking the mid-season tournament that they just did, adding European teams to it. Asian teams, honestly, all around the world. Get some South American teams too. Bro, the stadiums would be immaculate. Dude, yeah, imagine ultras from like Russia. Or ultras from Germany coming in. From Serbia, bro. Imagine. Bucks got no fans? No, Bucks got a ton of fans. But they have that specific section of fans. It's like 20 people. Mumbo changed the NBA, buddy. The fans are awful, and the structure and the entertainment is awful. I don't watch the NBA, so you're asking the wrong person, bud. Or I very rarely watch, I should say. Miguel, what's up, buddy? Dude, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. And it's just been a constant flow of making coins and chilling. Do you see Giannis running to get the game ball? Yeah, dude, that was hilarious. Giannis getting subbed on for him, though, was even funnier. Because he thought the clapping was for him initially. Giannis deserved it? Yeah. Also, I don't know if you saw what the issue was. They played a rookie who got his first basket, I believe. So they wanted the game ball for him. That was the misunderstanding. So the reason the Pacers were so combative of the situation, where they were trying to defend the rookie to get that ball. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure the ref got the ball, so the Pacers didn't even have the right one, which is even funnier, because if the ref had the ball, Pacers took the wrong one. Giannis tried to steal the wrong one from the Pacers. Dude, it was like, he even put his hand up. He's like smiling, and then he notices. He's like, oh. Did you see him try to fight? Was it that game or was it the other game? On the bench, he had to get held back for a hard foul on Giannis. Pacers are a joke of a team. Didn't the Pacers beat the Bucks in the in-season tournament to get to the final or semifinal? Right? Yeah, 128 to 119. And then the Pacers lost to the Lakers in the finals. We're going to need another coffee soon, boys. Again, you know what's funny about this method? And we say it a million times, but it's the truest thing. You just get bored of making coins. It's like the same thing, very repetitive, consistently making a lot of coins. You just get bored of it. That's why you got to have something that you're doing on the side. You got to be reading chat. You got to be watching like YouTube, Netflix, a movie. OnlyFans. Excuse me. Bulls any better without him? Dude, I have like very little basketball. Did someone buy that for 10K? Or no, it just expired. I was going to say. Pat Williams. At least you're making coins. I'm set doing squad battles. I need to do 3 Evos. Dude, is it just me? Hold on. Let's like analyze this real quick. I feel like the Evos started this year phenomenal, right? We could put some bronze players in. We could upgrade with the requirements a lot of our favorite team. Now the stuff they're releasing, especially the stuff that has the rare requirement on it where you can't even use a past Evo. It has to be basically like a gold rare, essentially. They're pointless. Like, where was the one I was looking at earlier? Let me find it. That one, it is what it is. It could be decent. Rare defender. Was there a different chick, maybe? Where was it? It was one of these 150K ones. It might have been this one. They showed like a 84 woman that wasn't Hullet Gang. And she upgraded to an 86 and was still not Hullet Gang. So you'd spend 150K as they're promoting it to have someone who's still not Hullet Gang. And you could get a insanely better option, tradable on the market. That's like the other thing too. I'm not against charging for Evos, but if you're charging for Evos, they have to be insane. Because one, it's untradeable. But two, you should be able to look at like the active cards on the market and be like, okay, realistically, if I want to make Goretzka's a good example. Would you guys rather make this 87 Goretzka untradeable, buy his gold, upgrade it, play the games to get it done? Granted, it's not a lot. Or for essentially the same amount of money, would you guys like an insanely cracked center mid? Which doesn't have the shooting, but you can sell at any moment. Yeah. It took me 3 hours to go through my Pokemon cards. Soul Mana injury prone. Passes prime. How old do you guys think the average NBA player is? Because, like, you have the guys fresh out of college. You don't play all 4 years. They get drafted after, like, 1 or 2. That are young. You think, like, 28? David Giannis, you don't need a scored wing. Yeah, like the average career can't be super long. 7 would make sense. But how many like older dudes that were decent at one point are just sitting on the bench, not playing at all, just collecting a paycheck before they retire? Probably quite a few. All right, so we have almost 400K liquid now with over half of a transfer list filled. So once we get over 400K liquid and we get 100 cards listed, we're going to be getting dangerously close to 500K. Chris Wade off Damian Lillard in the clutch. Dude, remember when Jeremy Lin did that to Kobe back in the day? When Linsanity had his month. I remember being in high school, and that was like the thing everyone was talking about. Like, Linsanity was so out of nowhere. Or no, was it middle school? What year was Linsanity? It was either later in middle school or early high school for me. So it was like 2011, 2012, 2013-ish. Somewhere in there. Right? Those were good times. Also, too, you know what blows my mind? Think of players that were going to be icons or heroes at some point that have retired in the past, like, 5 years. You hear the year they retired, and it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. But then it also feels like it's been ages. Like, what year did Van Persie retire? Van Persie retired in 2019. It feels like it was just yesterday he retired. But at the same time, it feels like it was ages ago since he played for United. Or not even that. It's like, it feels like yesterday I saw Cavani playing with Lucas Moura on the same team for PSG. That was so long ago. Yeah, he had a couple seasons for Feyenoord, but in general, just time doesn't feel real. Or, like, look at past World Cups. This past World Cup that just happened, obviously, just happened. But the 2018 World Cup, I literally could remember exactly where I was for a majority of it. Doesn't feel that long ago. But you take the World Cup before that, which is even longer, watching James play for Colombia before he went to Real Madrid, and that feels even closer. Like, I can remember watching the games, them talking him up and being like, wow, this is going to be a big player. Like, I'm convinced time's not real. Bristol City, Coventry, Hull, Rotherham, Preston. Next 5 games, only Hull and Coventry are tough. Okay. I don't like that wording. I would agree with you in sentiment. But I will say, any team that plays a low block is sitting back scares me. So, like, the bottom half of the table teams that aren't being too attacking and kind of read us previously, I'm afraid of. I actually prefer to play better teams that I know are going to be more attacking, because I feel like with the way we play, it leads to more opportunities. Yo, how do you guys think LeBron's son is doing? A couple games into his USC career now, right? What's the completionist? Haven't logged in yet today. You get a bonus pack for every time you complete the mixed league upgrade and the premium mix upgrade for the league SBCs, up to 10 times each. So it's made the prices insane for the premium mix, because people don't know how to properly get lib and sud cards, so they're buying them out through SBC Solutions. So we are just printing coins off of it. Yeah, if you have any in your club, sell everything now. Buy back later this weekend into Monday when we get the repeatable. Yeah, these will, I'm assuming, slowly go down throughout the weekend. It'll just continue flipping. I honestly think we could probably get to 1 million coins. If we went crazy on this weekend, I know I have my Christmas party tomorrow with family, so I won't be live tomorrow. We'll have the video go up, though. Yeah, if you have a stock club, sell it. Jacob, what do you think the transfer window is going to be like for Sunderland this January? And what do you hope it is? Evans is going to come back from injury eventually. We got Jay coming back from injury too. But Evans is going to be out of contract and he's already old as crap. So I think buying, whether it's a experienced young midfielder, like someone in their early 20s, that's a defensive mid would be good. I think that's one purchase. I don't know what else necessarily we need. No more center attacking mids. I think we're good there. I'm curious to see if we do sign like a winger or something. If that shows like the statement of intent for Sunderland. Because it sounds like Sunderland wants to grow a replacement for Jack Clark rather than buy one. If that's the case, I'm curious how that looks. Buy for 350, sell for 1.5K? All the time. Good. But I wonder if Sunderland could get Will Still in the summer when he's out of contract. Like, I'm genuinely curious because, like, if he doesn't re-sign, we don't have to worry about paying his, like, basically buyout clause. He was already interested in the project. I don't know. That's, like, another reason why I'm not freaking out too much. Is, like, I don't know how long they expect this coach to be in for. And if that is their plan, to, like, keep searching for a more experienced manager, or not more experienced, more of a manager that fits the profile they're looking for, and they get someone right now that could be decent experience and still potentially take a chance on for cheap, who's already out of a job, who knows? We'll see, man. What sport outside of football do you guys watch the most? I'm curious on your guys' answer. I feel I know what it is going to be. And I think your answers might show where you live too, to a certain extent. NBA, and a random NFL, F1. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, Vitex. Table tennis, nice. NFL, college football. Okay. They call it pool. Oh, is that what it is? You're joking? Dude, you know what looked insane? I saw Ronaldinho at one of the tournaments. Is it table football? Where it's like table tennis, but with a football? Dude, that is crazy how good they are. Like, different level of control. I saw a chick do a bicycle kick and still keep it going. Where can I find the completionist objective? Objectives live section. What would I watch the most outside of football? Because usually I'm only watching football. I don't watch the NFL a lot. I don't watch the NBA a lot. Maybe this winter it would be college basketball. I'll watch that a decent amount, especially when it gets closer to March Madness. College football, I enjoy that a lot more than the NFL. So I watched that a decent amount this fall. I don't know what my answer would be, though. Why would you watch college sports over the domestic leagues? In the United States, there's a certain culture in college sports that differs from the professional divisions, that it's culturally kind of different in the United States, but also like from a perspective of you haven't made it yet, you still have something to prove, changes kind of how people go about the game. So like if you're watching, let's say, an NFL player versus a NCAA football player in the United States, chances are a majority of the NCAA football players were extremely good in high school, potentially wanted to go to the best D1 schools, maybe didn't get a chance to or got turned down. So now they're going to schools that aren't as good, trying to get an opportunity to go pro, and might not have the best team in the world, and they have to overcome that. There's a lot of... I don't know how to explain it. I guess I would compare it to your local football culture in the UK, in England especially, when it comes to like you might support your local, but your favorite team is also relatively local, but they're in the Prem, right? So you might have a team that's like less than 5 minutes away from you. That's your local, but your favorite team's like 15, 20 minutes away. I look at that kind of very similarly, where it's like the Wisconsin Badgers. I'll watch a ton of their basketball games and their football games. I didn't go to college there, but it's less than 15 minutes away from where I live. Green Bay Packers, if I want to watch them play, or the Milwaukee Bucks, bare minimum, hour and a half to 2 hours to see each one. It's a lot easier to access. There's the student aspect to it too, so you have the huge student sections. I don't know. It's just different. People are invested in the college football teams for the school they attend. Yeah, there's a huge culture for the school. Like, while you're at the school, when you leave the school, when you're an alumni, to want to go back and, like, see those games. I don't care for the college I went to. I went to Whitewater, UW Whitewater. That's, like, an hour away from where I live. But I think it's the aspect, too, of, like, just young players. So, if you look at, let's say, the Prem, you take the Premier League versus NCAA football and the NFL. If you have a player going to college, they're already 18, 19 years old their first year. How many players have already gotten the chance to potentially make their debut in the Prem or a cup match for a Prem team by the age of like 17? So, like, year-wise, they're already in a position where it's like, okay, they're still young, but they are getting older too. So it's like finding a young player and seeing their potential is cool. UK is extremely small, really? Yeah, it really is. Yeah, you really don't have locals in the United States. It's a lot more difficult. So having colleges would be more of your local. Same with like your high schools and stuff too. Like high school football. So for example, I watched U21 Sunderland games. Online, you probably have like 1,000 or so people watching live during the game. At the place, 100-ish, a few hundred maybe. If you watch American football at some high schools in the United States, I'm not even joking, they will get 40,000 people to go to a game. Biggest high school football stadiums. Why is it starting with like number 30? Dude, you know what I hate? Oh my gosh, I hate these web pages, man. You ever go to a website to find something, and it's one of those websites that make you scroll through the whole page and then click on the next page to continue because they want you to count as 2 views then? And then like another ad pops up as you're scrolling, and then you have to click out of it so you interact with the ad. Then you got to go to the next page. So by the time you're to the end of it to see what you wanted, you were like 10 different viewers that they get to claim you've been on their site. Yeah, United States, a lot of campuses are huge. Ginormous. March Madness crowds are huge, yeah. Texas high school football games are the same size as small colleges. Yeah, it gets insane. I have a buddy who lives in Texas, and they're crazy. The stadiums are beautiful. Yeah. That's like another thing too. You'll have, so like I'll use our local high schools for the basketball teams. If they go to state, so if they win their region, and they win sectionals, they go to state, and they get to play the best teams in the state at this tournament. And it'll usually be at your the biggest college in the state they'll play it at. So like if you're in Wisconsin, they'll go to UW-Madison, and they'll get to play at the Kohl Center for this. So for a lot of people maybe not playing in college, this is like the biggest step they'll get to. An example I brought up the other week as well that I find really cool in sports. In Japan, they do their version of a FA Cup, but they allow not only professional teams from Japan in, they allow the semi-professionals, they allow the colleges / universities, the high schools as well. So you have many different levels of competition all being able to play against each other. But like the FA Cup, those first like few rounds before the bigger teams get introduced are all like the smaller schools, the lower on the table. But you had lineups where it would be a high school team versus a university. The high school team won. High school team plays a semi-professional. They win. High school team plays the former champion of the J League. They go to a PK shootout. That's just crazy to see because very rarely does that ever happen where someone gets to play like at that level. Like I think that just happened in France too, where I think it was like a 6th division team in France was extremely happy that they matched against PSG. Not because they thought they were going to win. Like how cool would it be to say you played against Mbappe or you guarded Mbappe? You got Salwin and I come back. W, man. Seen vids of Americans refusing to enter ambulances. Is it really that expensive there for healthcare? Yes, and yes, and yes, and potentially no. It's always expensive for healthcare for different reasons. It's whether you're insured or not, too, that makes a big difference as well. I don't want to get into it. It's an extremely complicated system that's extremely expensive, and you could talk about it forever. It's a lot of flaws. Got Blanc, W. We got 412,000. How many players do we still have? Got some more. We got 56 cards listed. Oh my gosh, we're getting close, boys. We will be at 500K before the end of the stream for sure. I don't see many benefits of the healthcare system in the United States. For a huge selection of the population, absolutely. If you can afford really good healthcare, it is really good healthcare, though. There's definitely a disconnect, for sure, though. And again, you can get political with it. I really just don't want to talk about that right now, because... Not because I'm afraid to, it's just boring and very extremely complicated. Jobs matter. Like, it's a whole mess. Have I watched darts? I've watched darts. They are crazy good. Pieface is a semi-professional darts player, right? Let's say you're in life support and you're refusing to pay. Do they unplug you? Probably. Or they just put a Newcastle game on the TV. Usually that does the trick. Or can you link? It won't let you link in chat. You'd have to send... If you're talking to me, send me a Discord DM. But if you're talking to someone in chat, send them a message on Discord. No, they don't. No. That doesn't happen. it becomes medical debt that's then taken care of in different ways. You send a dart vid at 1:30, you should watch. I'll take a look at it after the stream because I don't want them to strike it for watching. The claiming system's getting too good. People are getting too greedy. What happened if you died in debt? That's a complicated answer. Again, this is the most boring stuff to talk about. If you have family, it can go to family. If you have no family, it could go to the government. Government will take care of it in some cases. There's a lot of different ways debt is handled. There's debt collectors. There's people that will pay for your debt for different reasons. If you foreclose on a house, there's people who will find house foreclosures and come in and pay discounts to take the place. They'll come dig up your body. It's so funny how one country has no idea how things work in another country and vice versa. But not even just like how it works. It's just like the culture around it too. So it's like if we're talking about sports, we're talking about football in the UK, right? There's a certain culture built into it. Majority of people watch. It's a huge sport. But then if you think about American football in the United States, both the popularity it has and the sheer amount of people in the United States, I don't think most people in the UK realize like how big it is. But then also too, because of how big the United States is, I don't think they realize how many Americans also watch actual football and how many people actively support it and have like European teams they consistently watch. And that number just continues to grow. I went to New York last year. It's a literal GTA lobby. Yeah, New York's completely different than if you'd go to Florida. It's completely different than if you'd go to the Midwest. Like, a single American stereotype is almost impossible because it's so diverse in the United States. Even within a state. Like where I live, completely different where I live versus like 10 minutes away. Popularity of sports really depends on the region you live in the United States. Popularity of sports where you live also matters too. Like, isn't one of the most popular sports in the world cricket? And a huge part of that is because of India, right? Like, numbers that rival the World Cup. Just because the sheer amount of people from India that there are, and then watch it. Went to Florida 4 years ago, but only went to Disneyland. So couldn't give me a good picture of the horrors of Florida. You won't get copyrighted by watching that clip. Bro, they literally copyright anything. I have a section. There's a section on YouTube. I can't show you. But I have a list of every second. YouTube provides me a list of every second any of my content's ever been used on a channel. Gives you the amount of time, so the duration. Gives you the amount of time percentage-wise throughout the live stream or video that it's included. It gives you an option to claim it as your own. There's a bunch of options. And the issue is usually not individuals. It's when companies control that stuff. Whether it's like certain leagues, whether it's like labels if it's music, and they will just take everything. And then even if it was fair use, you still have to go through the process of fighting it. And most of YouTube, like Twitch, they have a lot of automated sections that take forever to get an actual person to look at it. So even if you put in a complaint, it takes a long time to assess and then determine. Like, I have live streams back from like 2017, 2018, back when I did Call of Duty, that still get copyright claim to this day, because at the time the music I was using was non-copyright, but then that person signs with a label. That label no longer considers it non-copyright because they bought the rights to that person's music. They now profit off of it. So then they can go back to all the live streams, all the videos people ever use for the non-copyright stuff, and either strike it or claim it and receive the money for all of it. And that's legal. Florida's a nice place to live. Anywhere people go on vacation can't be that bad. Probably going to head out. All right, see you, buddy. Have a good night, man. Cricket is fun only when it's the last few. How long is a cricket match normally? Spurs are shite, by the way. Lovely last words, mate. Cricket normally goes on for days. Gosh. You know what thing I wish? Obviously it's not possible with how football's ran as a sport. Part of me really hates that, like, baseball isn't my favorite sport. Something that can be played basically every single day during a season, so that you can basically always watch your team play. And the games usually go on for a long time. A few times a week is still really nice for football. But I wonder how that would feel if you just got to constantly watch your favorite team every single day for like 6 to 8 months. Let's go! Woo! Boys, I got my first client. Fitness client. Not actually a client, but I'm starting to help some people out with fitness goals for the new year. So helping them come out with a plan of, like, realistically, first, like, figuring out what their goal is and how they can achieve it, whether it's like they want to get to a certain weight, a certain body fat, and then kind of like planning off their lifestyle, how they can achieve it. So, like, if a person really wants to get to a certain weight, but they weigh a ton, realistically, how much could they lose, like, each week? What kind of food should they be eating? How many calories should they be eating? All that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies, and he was saying he wanted to cut, and I told him I was going to be cutting after the holidays as well. We were talking back and forth on different ways to do it. 5 or something? Nah, I want to just test it out with, like, friends and families for free first, just to kind of see how offsides. Oh, is that a video? To see, like, how much help I could be to people, because, like, I don't know. I feel like there's some stuff I could charge for that would be beneficial to people and people would pay it. But then also I do a lot of stuff just for free to help out. I don't really market it either, so we'll see. Maybe that's something I offer you guys at some point. Usually if you hang out here long enough, you hear most of the stuff anyways. How to find out how many calories you're eating. How you can properly track. It's a good plan to have set up. Yeah, I mean, just like in general, if you guys are ever trying to lose weight, gain weight, any of that stuff, literally just as like a science experiment, you have to be able to understand what's doing what. Doing just a bunch of random stuff inconsistently, you're never going to know what's working or not working. So creating like the same variables every single day and then changing one of them to see like the effect of it, you slowly just pick up little things over time. Having a PT is a waste of money, to be honest. Doesn't take very long to know the basics and progress will be made. I agree and disagree. I think, like most things, if you buy a service for someone to help you out, you're essentially not going to have a client for long if your information is useful, because ultimately, kind of like a teacher in a lot of senses, your goal is to teach them and then they'll be able to do their own thing. When I teach you guys how to do the Lib and Sud method, my goal is to make you guys millions of coins a year. You don't need me anymore after that. I would hope you like chill in the community and hang out and like you're here to have a good time. But like ultimately people will take what they need and they'll move on to the next thing. Rightfully so. When it comes to you saying the basics for a personal trainer or someone to help them put together a plan for their food, a nutritionist, I think you're severely underestimating what people consider basics. Because, like, once you're in something long enough, you feel like it's common knowledge. Like, I think silver libs and silver suds is a very common knowledge thing. I believe if someone would ask me, I would say, without thinking, a majority of the community that plays Ultimate Team would have somewhat of an idea of what a gold common's going for, what a silver's going for, and what a bronze is going for throughout the week. But in reality, a majority of them don't. But I'm talking to people in stream who do. So it's like, I'll make videos that some of you will say is extremely repetitive and you don't understand why I make them. But then they're my most popular videos because there's always people who literally have no clue on how to do any of this stuff. And like you'll see that in the new year for like fitness channels and stuff. If you watch any fitness content, guarantee you'll see a lot of videos on how to lose weight, how to get abs, all those different things, and they'll get millions upon millions of views because you'll have a lot of people for the first time trying to learn the basics. Yeah, once you kind of know the basics and you know how to track, you don't need someone necessarily for that. But when it comes to then other things, like for me, my thing is never a workout and a cardio thing. I work out just fine. I do enough cardio. I'm just an extremely hungry person, and I binge eat. So for me, when it comes to how I make meals when I'm cutting, I need a lot of volume. I eat so much fiber. I eat huge salads. I eat a lot of protein. Not because like I necessarily want to all the time. I literally need to, otherwise I'm going to be starving. I drink like 2 gallons of water. I eat like an insane amount of popcorn. Like you've seen it before. I have a popcorn bowl. I'll have like 2 huge bowls of popcorn. So it's like my diet I would do on a cut might look different than like a 120-pound woman, right? 2 completely different things. And like when it comes to the food thing, my philosophy is a little different than other people. My thing is I don't want you to feel like you're on a diet. I want you eating foods that you enjoy and can consistently eat over time and you look forward to. Because anything that is going to be temporary and you hate will never be a long-term thing. No, we don't talk about the spray butter. No. Pause. Mendy talk and spray butter talk is banned from this community. We do not discuss those 2 things, all right? Every time I go to the gym, first January tell. Yeah, dude, nothing. I don't get me wrong. I love when people start like a workout plan or like they want the new year to bring a new them. But when it comes to like you having a consistent schedule and then it's just nonstop busy because of that, What is? You don't need to know about it. No, 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 no. You don't need to know about it. Yes or no? What am I looking at? Could you rate? Mate, you sent me nothing to rate. Oh, is it this? How is this offsides? Wait, hold on. Please stop. I didn't even watch the video yet. You pulled your keeper up and you had a defender behind him. Or he pulled his... Wait. Maybe... What? Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. Bro. Are you serious? Bro. You stopped the ball. You then had your attacker make a run. He's clearly offsides. That's 100% offsides. He's bought an 88 for 6K? How much do your 88s go for? GG. Yeah, no, that's a clear offsides, man. If you would have played it first time, he would have definitely been on. Yeah, no, it's offsides. Do you like that there are menu objectives for the League SBCs? Yep. Bonus packs for me later in the week and infinite coins now. So I'll make 500K to a mil this weekend. And then I'll make infinite League SBCs later. Yeah. So, like, again, this is my thought process when something like this comes out. The biggest complaint I heard people who do League SBCs do is, OMG, why are League SBCs so expensive? I'm not doing this. And they shut off the game or they do something else. I see how expensive they are and I say, oh, I bet there's even more value in libs and suds. Let's win them and make easy coins. Goal was crazy, though. Still offsides. I'm going to bed. Hopefully I didn't get beat. Wait, before you go to bed, Spy Tax, explain the crash real quick, bro. Like, I'm glad you're okay, all jokes aside. But, like, how, like, fast were you going? What did you crash into? Was it another person? Was it a curb? Because you said you were going the wrong way. How did that even happen? Jeez, we've been live for 2 hours already. Alright, we're getting slowly a more full transfer list as well. This is beautiful. I did not watch the Spurs match. I honestly didn't know they were playing today. I saw the score, though. So the instructor told me to turn right on the roundabout, so I literally cut the circle and went straight right. There was minimal damage, but hit a car and a curb. A parked car or a moving car? Dude, I would hate to drive overseas where you guys have a completely different side roads than we do. I don't think my brain would be able to comprehend that. Also, driving on the right side of the car instead of the left side. Yeah, we have a ton of roundabouts in the United States. The only difference is I usually don't hit people in roundabouts. Sorry. Sorry. You can't park in a roundabout? To my knowledge, you can't. No. Usually a roundabout, you're going round until you get off on your street. But if someone was parked in a roundabout, in theory, you would see them and avoid them. Clip a curb on my first driving test. I shouldn't have. But my head was gone, so hopefully insurance covers it all. You can bounce back. It make you super aware now. It's fine. Somehow the car wasn't damaged, just a few scratches. That's good. One time, the only car accident I've been in, and knock on wood, because car accidents can be scary and deadly. I was turning right at a stop sign on a back road, and there was a guy in his car that had an extended trailer on. So in the United States, a lot of times people in the Midwest during the summer when it's hot will have boats, and they'll have their truck pull the boat behind that it's on its own thing. So a ton more space between the truck and the end of the boat, essentially. So this guy was turning, and there was a few people turning before us. And usually the way it works in a lot of these back roads, if traffic's coming from one direction, back and forth, or not even back and forth, both directions, you're turning right, you're essentially checking to see if any cars are coming, and then you merge on. And a lot of times that you pull up, you don't like completely stop, you slowly like move forward, you wait to see if there's any car coming, and then you go. And I was doing that, and everyone else was doing that, but the truck in front of me, he went past the stop sign, kept going. I thought he continued going. I looked left to see if there's any more traffic coming. He stopped for some reason. I don't know why. And I hit the back of his trailer. Did zero damage to his trailer. Did zero damage to his truck because his truck's in front of the trailer. But he still had to get out. We had to check. I had some scratches on like the front of my car. But still, it was just more annoying than anything. It was like, dude, why did you stop? But in theory, I should have been looking right before I looked left. I just assumed he had common sense and would go because there was no cars coming. Yeah, if you're driving that slow, usually you're good. AV, have a good night, buddy. All right, I need another coffee, dudes. Let me go make one real quick. Be right back, dudes. Oh. I'm back. What's the cheapest League One Eredivisie team now? Still, it's going to be those teams that are most commonly used. Honestly, the ones I have a lot of bronzes and silvers I normally go for. I would look at the League One with a lot of gold commons, since gold commons are racked down. I'd maybe look at... Which one do we normally use? What's the one that starts with an N? Give me a second, I'll look. This one is Pedri for 850 and silver 2.2. Nice. In general, though, if you're just doing it because you're doing League SBCs, Dante, I would just avoid that League SBC as a whole right now. But if you need to do it because you got a duplicate or something or you want to finish it, completely understand. Is it Nice? Do I use Nice normally? Yeah. If these are like 900, oh, they're more. Yeah, no, everything's up, man. Everything's going to be more expensive. Seems super expensive how to do, but I want to grind to pack promos. I would do the mixed league. That's still extremely cheap, and you still get the really good pack at the end. Then you put the golds that you get in the other teams. You put them into the 75 plus times 3, also known as the radioactive upgrade. You can do that for more packs. Oh, shoot! Optic was playing. Shoot. Tell me they started at 6 and not 5. Call of Duty. Please. No, it just ended. Okay, Optic was winning. Oh, did they 3-0 him? Or 3-1? Yeah, they won, baby. Let's go. Alright, sorry about that. Think football decisions like Beal a week ago. We all thought Mike Dodds was a tactically inept at first, so I can accept I may not be the best judge. On the other debacles, though, when your most loyal supporters feel like they haven't been put first, that's a big problem. So the MLS just withdrew its clubs from the U.S. version of the FA Cup. That's been going on since 1914 because it doesn't make the league any money, and they have their own tournament now, Leagues Cup, which doesn't allow lower league teams. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's so stupid. What about Lille? I would not trust any cheapest solutions. All the teams you might normally use, I would just go back and forth and just keep looking at prices because it's going to change minute after minute. However, just a blanket statement. In theory, everything has increased value and increased demand because of the objectives. So any quote-unquote cheapest solution, you're still probably paying, I would say, in general for the SBC, maybe 25 to 50% more minimum throughout the whole thing. So if you can hold off until later this weekend, until Monday, that would be ideal. And do the Mixed League upgrade until then. Because you could keep doing the Mixed League upgrade into the Premium Mix. Like the golds you get for League SBCs, you put them in there. Like these two sections are going to be extremely cheap still. It's just going to be these two. Your other option, if you still want to do this, like we talked about in our League SBC grind video, you can just take the coins you're making from this and buy whatever else you need. So if you're fine paying a premium on this, and you'll want to do it now, go ahead and do it. Just flip some more libs and suds. So you do still have options. Let's continue. Sorry about that. All right. We'll play a game here in a little bit too. I don't know how much longer we're going to be live. I'm going to be doing a lot of this alpha stream, but I got to get a video recorded for tomorrow. Let's do one more round of this. See if we can get a full transfer list, and then we'll try our luck and see how sweaty Foot Champs is. Footy Champs was tough. Is there a reason why it's so sweaty this weekend? Too easy flipping libs? Yeah. Did I miss like a bonus objective or something for it? But you got banned now? Yeah, that's why I'm trying to avoid too. That's kind of why I want to play a game right now. I'm afraid we've been in for too long. They might ban us. Because I've heard it's kind of extremely sweaty this weekend. 20K in 15 minutes. W. It's so weird to see Boca and River Plate silvers actually have a value. Probably because Bappe's in the promo team, plus end of week objectives. Yeah. Good point. Good point. All right. We'll let these cards sell. Beautiful. All right. Let's give it a go. So I need, even though it's not going to be worth it, I need to Evo Barini. I need 4 to 5 goals with them. But most importantly, I need, I believe, 4 wins. So I need to win 4 games of champs. I need 4 more goals with them. The goals, if we don't score with them, is fine. I can play a quick squad battles and get the goals in. Do you guys know, if I start them, can I sub them out and it still counts as a game? You doing Eusebio? Probably not. If I would do them, it would be during Team of the Year when we're opening packs. However, I think I'm going to not do Zidane and not do Eusebio and not do any of the big icons that come out as SBCs. One of my reasons, everyone does them and everyone's going to have them. 2, I really want to see how far I can take my Evos. I'd prefer a Sunderland Evo throughout the year if I can over those players. Like you'll see in my team right here. Oh, not squad battle. Sorry. Champs. I have Alshish, who Zidane would instantly replace. But I'm not going for meta. I'm not going for the most wins in the world. If we can get Alshish to like a 88 to a 90 throughout Team of the Year and past, I'd prefer this. Oscar, I was literally just going to text you. I saw that Optic played. I thought it was 6 p.m., not 5 p.m. So I screamed and I looked at the stream, and it was over. And did you see that Scump got back? Wait, hold on. Are you in Discord? Hold on, can I just hop into Discord and talk to you when I play this game? I can be? Yeah, if you want to hop into Discord, bro. The people loved it last time we did it. Pause. People loved it the last time we were in Discord together. Resume. We still need the Holland for games, too. Yeah, let's just keep doing that. Bro, I cannot begin to tell you how butt cheeks Maldini is. Insanely bad. Feel like I'll do Zizou, new chance I'm doing Eusebio. And the thing too, and one of the things I noted as well, is think about all that high-end fodder we'd be putting into Zizou and Eusebio. If instead of all those 89s and 90s that we completed to get those teams, imagine there's an icon SBC that's unlimited, repeatable during Team of the Year. We could do infinitely more of those take a chance ones to potentially get R9, Dino. I think I'd prefer to do that over and over. I think that'd make for better content too. Yo.
Yo.
All right, so you are about to... Oscar, I want to put in perspective real quick what you're about to hear.
Okay.
All my complaints that I give you guys for complaining about playing League of Legends when you play it for fun are about to go out the window. Because you'll have me having a normal conversation with you, and then, oh my... If that would have bounced to him, bro. Oh my... It's already started. He almost just scored on the first play of the game. I would have lost my damn mind.
Ah, they put such a big smile on my face. Woo! At least...
Did you watch the Optic game?
Oh, 100%.
Hell yeah.
Sad thing is I have a stomach bug, so I've been absolutely crapping my brains out. It's been horrible.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, no, but they won, so I was happy about that. They came in, got that dub, you know what I mean? Dude, your beard.
Wait, do I have Eddie Howe's my manager? Wait, I don't remember making him my manager. Wait, nah, I gotta take him off. That is hilarious. I have my rival team's manager.
wait.
Well, it's my ultimate team. I'm not winning games, so in theory, Newcastle's not winning either.
Does the manager actually impact how good your team is?
The manager gives a link to like nations and leagues. So, like for you to get the most out of your players, they'll usually have like a set of stats. Like let's say my player is 90 in most of its stats.
Yeah.
If I don't have a good manager, that like links to it. Like if my team's mainly English players and I don't have an English manager or they're not in the right league, I might not have my stats as good as they could be. All those 90 stats might go down just a little bit or could potentially be a little bit higher. So in theory, you don't need it, but it does affect their performance for 99% of players.
Yeah.
I say 99% of players because a pro player is not going to notice the difference too much.
I see. Interesting. That is very fascinating, but that also hurts my head. Cool.
Yeah. That's Ultimate Team. It's fascinating and it hurts your head.
Great. How's your day been? How'd you feel? That's Friday, so how was work?
Good. I got this message when I was about to go on my lunch break, and I did not know what to think. So imagine getting a random message from not even your boss, just a guy in your team that said, "Hey Reed, ... Can we talk? I just got off the phone with IT, and there's a problem." I'm like, my mind started racing a million things. I'm like, was I taking a dump a little too long today? And they're like tracking it, and like they're wondering why my mouse wasn't moving for 5 minutes. Like, what was going? All the thoughts went through my head. Like, I was at that point. I'm like, you know what? If I'm fired, I'm fired. If I'm getting a promotion, I'm getting a promotion. I don't know why I'd get a promotion through a random guy on my team, but like every scenario is going through my head. And when I get in the call with him, I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "Yeah, I guess there's been something up on our site since like 2018, and they're just telling us now that it's incorrect, not because of the stuff we put in it, but because of like something someone bought at some point, and there was like the littlest discrepancy." And it's taken over 5 years for like literally not only just our company, but like the probably thousands of people that bought this too and never complained once. It was the smallest like complaint possible, but because there was a complaint, I need to change it on the site. So I changed it. And like the way you ever have like someone explain something to you and it sounds like it's the end of the world or it's gonna be like the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's like the smallest thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this was. We were in a call for like 20 minutes. He's like, you got to do this. You got to do that. They got an issue with this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I appreciate you telling me this. Could you possibly, whatever you just told me, could you send me a message of the exact thing so I know what it is I need to change? Because he's like spouting off part numbers. I can't track what he's saying because he's moving too quickly.
Right.
And I'm like, this is overwhelming. He then takes, after the call, the next like 15 minutes to write out a message. And like the way Slack works, it's kind of like how Messenger works, where you can see when someone's typing.
Okay.
You just see the dots, so you just wait for it.
Yeah.
And then they keep doing it. Or like, I don't know if you ever used Snapchat back in the day.
No.
Like someone will like accidentally start sending a Snapchat message to you. And it'll say like, this person
Wait, why did your mic cut out? Oh, because you scored.
No, it didn't cut out. Didn't cut out.
I'm sick. It just went dead silent. My man is stressing.
What's your favorite champion in league? Someone wants to know. Harris wants to know.
My favorite champion league is Kale.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention to.
Sorry, no. So anyways, he finally sends me the message of like everything he said,
Right.
and I like look up the information myself, and like since he doesn't work in my section, he doesn't know like what each like part means or what it does.
Right.
But I have like a better understanding because I work with them. So like when I finally got the information, I saw it. I'm like, oh. This changed, literally like one word needs to get changed and everything's fixed. But it was like an hour process of trying to like figure out what to do for like a millisecond change.
Oh my! Wait, did you message him back when you fixed it?
Yeah. What rank are you in league?
What rank am I in league?
Yeah.
I think the
Disabled?
highest I've ever gotten is Gold 1, but I'm not very good at league. I play for fun, which is really stupid to say.
You play for fun, yeah?
Yeah, I don't play ranked.
I mean, I technically play foot champs for fun.
No, I don't do ranked because I get too mad, and I'm coming from an athletic background. I'm really competitive, but I'm not good enough at league to match the level of anger that comes out of my body. So yeah, there's that.
Oh, 100%. There's not. I'll say this: like being an athlete to then like gaming. There's nothing more annoying than having like the mental fortitude of knowing what you need to do in the game,
Yeah.
but just not physically being able to.
Right.
Like in theory, I know how football works. I know what I want my players to do. I do things I think will make an impact, but then when the pass goes the completely different direction from where I completely aimed it, without a doubt, because the last 5 times I played it, it did a perfect ball. It's very frustrating.
Right. Too many toxic players. That's 100%. Therefore, I think for like 2 years, I turned off all chats because I'm not. One, I didn't want to type to respond to people, but it was getting to the point where like people were beginning to to report me. So I was like, you know what? Let me not. And so now I can turn on chat and just laugh. But I play a bunch of normals because. Ranked is
obviously it's a rank system, but like in your rank, does it feel like there's a skill-based matchmaking-esque where like games are going to be hard no matter what, or do you have like games where you're just rolling over people easily?
So if you are anything below probably Diamond 1 or 2, it's you have back and forth is my guess. I've never been that high, but just based off of watching, if you're Diamond 1, Diamond 2 and up, you probably have more balanced games, but anything below that, it's just like how do I explain it?
That makes sense.
It's like it can be where it feels like you're the. You ever been like a like at kids camp? You ever been like an adult sponsor or something like that and like jumped in on dodgeball?
No, but I know what you're talking
You know what I
about.
mean? Like where like you're
Continue with
just
this
running
analogy.
through
Yeah,
kids sometimes, and then there's other games where you're like, oh, they have 5 sponsors, and there's just me and my team of
yeah.
15 kids, and y'all are just getting beamed. That's what it feels like.
That's like in FIFA and Ultimate Team when you're playing Div Rivals, which is a game mode where you start in like Division 10, which would be like a super low bronze or something.
Okay.
And
yeah.
like in theory, you play like an NPC, and you're like, yeah, every game's gonna be like this.
Right.
But then there's like the occasional player. Like I would make myself this kind of player. I've played very little, so what it does is the next season it moves you down 2 divisions. So if you get to Division 1,
Yeah.
it'll move you to Division 3 next season, and so on and so forth. I got to, I think it was either Division 1 or Division 2, and then barely have played each season since, so it'll keep moving me down too. So like I hover around Div 8 and Div 7 right now,
Okay.
which is a lot of noobs in there, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But then you get the occasional extremely sweaty player with an insanely good team. It's like, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what it feels like. And I mean, and the thing is like, even with, it is like 50-50, like, I didn't see whose name it was, but it is like a 50-50, but you also run into people who are like trying to help teach their friends, or their friends are like, I'm stuck, and so their friend's like a master player. Oh, upper right. Yum. And
Stupid turnover.
And so you'll be like, dude, why does this guy feel so much better? Because generally speaking, like, you can tell if you're playing against somebody that's around like your level. You're like, okay, they made a good play here, but you'll go back into a since I play top, there's a lot of 1v1 or 1v2 depending on if jungler's there, and you'll be like, oh, they made a mistake here. Like if you look back on it and think back on it, you're like, oh, I see where they made a mistake, and that's why I kind of got out of this position, okay, or things like that. But then there's moments where you play someone, you're like, holy crap, this guy is not a gold rank or a silver or whatever it is, and then they're like, yeah, no, I'm just carrying my friend, I'm actually a master player, and you're like, dude, that's not okay, that's not fun. So it's situations like that where you get big smurfing is smurfing is so annoying. And it also turns out like their main character is like master or challenger or something like that, and they're not hard stuck, but when you're in the top 0.01% of players in the world, you're like playing 50 matches, and you're climbing 1 or 2 positions in a day, and so it's like it's such a grind at that point that these guys are like, I want to do something fun, and so they smurf, and it's like I want to throw my head through a wall when I run into a smurf. It's the same above gold. The only difference is better players. I love that. So we all just hate our freaking lives when we hop on League, but you can't stop playing. You're freaking addicted. It's freaking horrible. Listen, if you're in chat and you don't play League, stay away from it. All right, it's a drug, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy for your physical state. It's not healthy for your mental state, emotional state. If you're spiritual, it's not healthy for that either. Just stay away from the game.
Bro, I think I'm playing a pro player right now. I've done some stupid things which led to goals, but like he's scored like essentially every opportunity. It was a close game for a bit, and now everything he shoots is going in.
Homie sat up in his chair. That's the problem. He said, "No." He said, "Hold up, they're over here talking about gamers. Let me show them what it's like on the pitch."
Come on. He thinks he's getting this win. Nah.
Nah.
I'm scoring 3 goals in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking? Oh, nah, I'm joking.
I'm delayed, so I'm just like, wait, is he? I believe in you, though.
He's not gonna let me. If I scored 1 or 2 more, he would just waste time.
Oh, pain.
Because that's exactly what I would do. At least he's not really celebrated to my knowledge much, or like paused it. But then again, I have been half paying attention, which is probably not smart.
No. Half pay attention. That's okay.
In a ranked game. Okay, Mbappe, in theory... Well, he has Van Dijk. That makes sense.
I don't know who Van Dyke is.
What's a hero in League that, like, defensively,
Oh.
no matter how good you attack, just puts it up your bum? Like, they don't even have to have skill. It's just basically auto win.
With the meta currently, most tanks are kind of busted because the combination between Heartsteel and what is it? Is it Titanic Hydra? I think it's Titanic Hydra. But so most tanks right now, like Ornn's kind of busted. What's the bruiser that like pulls you through the walls? I'm sure someone in chat knows. I can't think of the name right now. He's a newer champ. He's busted as shit. All right. I mean, I'm sure he's been nerfed a little bit, but like he there for a while, he was like insanely tanky, but did like an insane amount of burst it. Oh no. Pain. Dude, how do you stay so calm right now?
Dude, you didn't hear it. I've been losing my mind.
Cassante, like thank you, Sheriff. Ugh, Cassante, I hate that champion. Oh yeah.
The fact that this is a 2-goal game amazes me. Oh wait, I didn't count the goalies about to score on this kickoff.
So at the speed that the time is currently going, how long is 2 extra minutes like in real time?
So for the 90 minutes, it's broken up into 2 halves of 45, regardless of what like the plus says.
Right.
Each half takes, is it 6 minutes per half, Sheriff? I think it's 6 minutes per half. So the +1, +2 is literally seconds at that point.
Okay.
Essentially what it does is if it's like a +1 or a +2, it's signaling it's basically your final possession if you're attacking. The second the defense gets the ball or the play's done, like they'll blow the whistle.
Oh.
There's little exploits here and there where they can kind of abuse it a little bit and get you to keep it going for a while. But
I see.
Yeah, 6 minutes and a half.
I see. Bro, did you see they banned Scump?
Yeah, I was asking you that before you joined Discord. That is so. I'm gonna give my take first, and I'm curious on your take.
Yeah.
I completely understand it, but it's completely backwards how the company is working. So Call of Duty, as an organization, right, has the COD Pro League that they fund, and it costs a lot of money to run the COD Pro League, right?
Of course.
It has the cost to it. You have the broadcast. Obviously, you want the viewership.
Sure.
Obviously, you want to try to cover those costs. However, every year in the past, you've allowed people to not only watch party the game.
Right.
When it comes to Call of Duty selling this to people with money who want to invest, they use the numbers of the people who are streaming the game in their assessment of how many people watch. So if Scump has 40,000 in and Call of Duty has 30,000, they can say 70,000 active people watch Call of Duty.
Right.
And that sounds more appealing to sponsors. So these people are able to use the streamers for their clout and be able to raise money off of them, but they're not able to essentially share now into the reward. Same thing goes the other way. These streamers, whether it was like a I'm not going to sue you or I'm not going to take you down kind of loose contract, like handshake sort of thing, or whether there's like a RIN thing at some point, have always allowed people to stream these events. There are certain things they have to do to be able to stream it, but they allow them to stream it. If now Activision's going to move their ability to do so, they should be able to sign a contract that says, hey, as Optic Gaming or as Optic Scumpy, we are going to pay you X amount of money to have the rights to be able to stream this and then share in the benefits of it.
Right.
Because Optic probably makes, I would guess, at least $1 million a year off the COD Pro League, just off of the viewership that Scumpy pulls.
Sure.
Bare minimum. We're not talking like sponsorships and stuff too. That'd probably be multiple millions that Call of Duty would see as them missing out on. However, what they're going to quickly learn, the same way that Twitch did with this new update they did, is hold on a second. We're going to make this change. The community who would normally watch us through Scumpy is now not going to watch us at all because they're sick of this decision you made. You're going to quickly have to right the wrong. Otherwise, you're going to lose a majority of your viewership.
Right.
And I swear, if Call of Duty's response to this is to not acknowledge that Scump got banned and to instead increase their viewership by having another, like, watch this to get a Call of Duty camo skin to increase their numbers, that's going to be the dumbest thing in the world to try to change it.
So, Yes, I understand, and I even and if that was the case, I don't think I'd have a problem either. I don't understand the idea of cutting your viewership in half, though I will admit that if contractually it says you cannot stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, despite what's on the screen on Twitch, if you're going to stream on Twitch, you are not allowed to um, like have anything to do with watch parties.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Do we know what?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure if you have anything to do with a watch party. So if you're going to do a party or watch any kind of Call of Duty, um, you have to do it on YouTube. You cannot do it on Twitch whatsoever in any fashion. Unless you were just showing your face. If it's just your face, apparently you can do it, but I don't know if you can have anything in the background. I don't know any of that. But that is the what we've been told. So whether or not that is 100% true, I don't know, but that's, as of right now, that's what we've been told, right? I recognize that. I understand that. I just don't understand the literally cutting your viewership in half, because he had 35,000 people watching. I think the mainstream had 20,000 or something like that. And then I think,
and after it happened, they went down to like 2K or like 3K. Like it was extremely low number.
So they had to turn off the mainstream and restart it, because everybody from Scumpy's stream went into that stream and started spamming free Scump. And so they turned off their stream, restarted it in subscriber only mode, and you had to be a subscriber for at least the past 8 months, and then they still had people spamming.
It was still that chat,
and it was still spamming free Scump, dude. It was the most glorious fuck you I've ever heard. I've ever seen. Those,
I saw. Great. I was in their chat for a minute. I saw the free Scumps, but then like who's the woman announcer they have?
Something cat.
Someone was like, "Honey, those bangs are not cutting it for you." And the chat. It was right after they were reading chat, so they're like, "We've been keeping up with the chat." No, you haven't, or you definitely see the free Scumps if you have. Yeah. They're like, someone asked the question of how Miami is so good, and it leads to them doing the interviews with like the Miami Heretic players or whatever. Yeah. But I was losing it because like they definitely are looking at the chat, and the comment right after she says that is literally, "Honey, those bangs are not working."
Honey, those bangs are not working. So my thing is this, like, I recognize that they want their cut of the pie. I also understand that these teams pay $25 million for their spot on the CDL.
Yeah.
$25 million a team. So, I mean, I don't know if they're, like, I don't know how much it costs to run this, but
it just comes down to incompetence at the end of the day. The fact, like we were talking about this last week with the Pro League. Yeah. The fact that we did not know it would be YouTube that was the streaming platform 10 days ago.
Right.
Blows my damn mind. And then also too, that's where it, now I'm asking a million questions when it comes to like the planning that went into this. Cause like, I'm assuming they took watch parties into play when it came to them signing the contract for moving to YouTube.
Right.
If that's the case, did they have in their head, watch parties aren't going to matter anymore because we're not going to allow it? If that's the case, the move to YouTube now makes even more sense.
Right. I don't know. I know it comes down to a money play at the end of the day, and I also, like, sure, sure, maybe they should be paying for a licensing fee so that they can watch on whatever platform they want to. And maybe that should be the move that Activision should have taken to begin with. But the lack of transparency and waiting till the day before or 2 days before the first match is mind-boggling to me. That should never be the case. It just should never be the case. We should not have to wait this long. That maybe there are games where that is okay and it's like mint that way, but with Call of Duty, when you're planning out tournaments and matches that are going to be played online, that are also vitally important to who gets to play and what seed you're going to fall into leading up to each major and then eventually leading up to champs. Like, you would think there would be some more transparency there. And there's obviously there's a huge disconnect between Activision and whoever the hell's over there running it and the actual creators who are posting content and genuinely building the game from a fan perspective. I think there's just a massive disconnect there. I think there always has been. I think Vonderhaar did a fantastic job whenever he was there, pulling all that making that disconnect a little bit smaller. But since he left, I don't know. It makes me weary and honestly kind of sad about the future of Call of Duty. But only time will tell. It just blows my mind that they're like, nah, it's gonna get the hell out. But I think it's also cool that they held them to that same standard.
Yeah, I think the positive thing that I'm pulling from the situation is the same positive that I'll pull from like any other company when it comes to gaming. The business of gaming, the companies,
right,
I feel are extremely disconnected from the audience.
Right.
In many games, which might not sound like that's a good thing, but I don't think it can get worse in a lot of ways. So it can only get better. I don't know what that better looks like. I think it'll be different per game.
Yeah.
But like, here's an example for FIFA / EAFC, EA Sports soccer games / football games. They essentially have a community that's been playing for many, many years. You have me, who's been playing since I'm a little kid. Yeah, you're kidding me. Okay, sorry. We are an extremely dedicated audience. We buy the game every single year. We have certain things we expect. And for the most part, we're somewhat disappointed, but not enough to completely stop playing. We get our hopes up and we buy the game again.
Right.
That's like the cycle. We are coming to understand we are no longer the target on. He just scored 2 goals in 2 minutes.
No.
I'm starting to understand these past few years I'm no longer the target audience when I used to be.
Right.
And that's very frustrating because I think as a consumer, hey, I'm buying the most expensive version of this game. I'm playing almost every single day for the year it's out. I'm always buying the next game.
Right.
Why does it feel like they're not caring about me as much?
Right.
Well, when they go more towards like the selling FIFA points and FIFA packs and people spending money on the game, my $80 to $100 a year is nothing compared to the hundreds, if not potentially thousands, that people who gamble their money trying to catch up to everyone else buying these promo packs spends.
Right.
So they are going to be the audience that they tailor it mostly to as well. And that took a while to understand.
Yeah.
But I also understand that when it comes to like the content I make, there's like videos I make that like once you learn how to trade, you can catch on to a lot of these things and you can make millions on the game. For a majority of the audience, though, and a majority of the people who play the game, probably have no clue how I'm even making coins. And every time they hear me talk about it, I'll have people come in each stream and they're hearing it for the first time, what a silver lib is.
Right.
And how you can make millions a year on it. That blows their mind when they learn about it. And it's like, oh, that's a brand new person who, before seeing my video, had no clue this even existed or this potential grind to make your team better was a thing.
Right.
Now that they know, they'll continue to do that. But now they're no longer new to it. They're what I would consider like a graduated student in a sense. Like they learned it, they have the understanding. Now it's on to like the people who don't know that.
Right.
And there's always going to be people who don't know that. The same way there's always going to be new people who play the game for the first time or be new people who might potentially buy packs in the game.
Yeah.
And now EA is going to test out this new thing. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Everyone used to have the same promo packs in the store, but now they're going to be looking into like, oh, who buys X amount of packs, who does this, who does that, where they're going to give us a store that's customized for us. Where you might have someone who gets even better packs because they spend so much money already.
Okay.
That the general population doesn't get who play the game. That will be extremely frustrating if that's the case.
And I think
we'll have to see how it operates.
There's a fundamental difference, and I think this is what's interesting between like video games and traditional sports, where like you don't get like the NBA doesn't make money off of me buying a basketball. You know what I mean? And
they do if it's the NBA branded one, right?
Probably. But generally speaking, it's not the same as like
in general,
someone going out and buying Call of Duty. And I think that's what makes it a little bit different. I can see like if you were wanting to stream the NFL, you have to purchase a license and you need to purchase that through the NFL in order to be able to stream it, or you need to work out some kind of deal with them specifically. You have to stream it under their rules. Without, I can't say without esports, but without content, Call of Duty would not be the same. You know what I mean? I don't think it'd be nearly as large. Maybe it may still be huge, but it wouldn't be to the degree that it is currently. I don't know how big of a role, esports played in that, but I feel like there is some kind of role played there, at least a little bit, right? And so
You're saying for the content creators,
oh,
like people who create content,
right?
Can I challenge you on that? Because I agree, but also disagree. I would say that's another area where I've had to in the past few years really look at too. Because like in my head, I'm like, okay, the content creators or the streamers who have literally millions of followers are saying these things or agree with what I'm saying, and they talk to the gaming company. How the hell do these things not get fixed?
Right.
If you are watching a stream or watching a YouTube video of a person playing the game, you are already like that 1%.
Right.
So it's like we already have the bias of like, oh, we see hundreds of thousands of views on this video or 1 million plus people clicked on this. They must be the same people who are playing the game as me. Yeah, absolutely. But there's still millions more outside of that make up the majority, which is very frustrating because it's like, even if you've built up a big community like a lot of these streamers do, and they're very vocal about like things that are wrong with the game or should be changed, a lot of it still won't get changed because of that. That would be my only disagreement with you. Like, yeah, these communities do contribute a lot to the game, but they're also not make or break because they know they don't have to make them necessarily 100% happy. They'll still play the game.
Right. I see your point.
How I got here? Yeah, exactly. Sheriff's one of those people where not even just like found a video or stream on how to make coins or like grind, but like also became a member too, I'm assuming, as like part of that. Like, yo, I appreciate like the content you make. So you put some money down too. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I also think it's interesting that like, never mind. I forgot what I was gonna say. Just scratch that. I'm sure we'll come back here in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll wait till it does because I'm really interested to hear what you're gonna say. I already know I disagree with it. I don't know
okay,
what you're
good.
But devil's advocate.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you disagree. Well, then it makes me think of like, I know what I was gonna say. Like, it has to be a contractual thing because we've had years and years of content being made normally, and now like no one else is getting banned. Like Warzone people aren't getting banned. You know what I mean?
It's streaming the Warzone event?
Yeah, just for streaming Warzone content on Twitch. But because it's Call of Duty League, that's what I find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's how I view it.
You're joking. You're joking. Oh my gosh. If you would have scored on that. He sells the ball. He could score still. No. No. I'm getting libs and suds for 150 to 300. GG. Rocco, what are the ratings of the players you're getting on average?
That will bounce back. I'm up CS, but he is definitely quite a bit stronger than I am, which is a little sad, but whatever. What do I buy here? What's the best thing to buy against?
He did a no-look finish. What a rat. Oh my gosh. That pisses me off even more.
That pisses me off even more. Dude, I don't have my space heater. Well, I have a space heater, but it's my bigger space heater. I don't have my like small wind blowing one, and so I'm freezing my freaking butt off. You know what I mean? It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's freaking horrible.
What a horrible shot. I got a 58 and 64. Is there a reason you're picking up bronze libs and suds right now, bud? Are you doing this as a trading tip? If so, why are you using bronzes?
Yes.
No. I miss. Come on. Come on. Oh, I have like 2 more minutes to score a goal, otherwise I lose. And the stream ends.
You gotta love ranked.
Yeah. This game I thought I was gonna win too, even though he has a Dino. Thought I was playing well. Had a little lead. Things are going my way. Now he's stalling! And my team won't press him, even though I'm on team press. Oh my gosh. How?
Holy crap, I can't believe I killed him. What a dumb champion. I don't know if I'm dumber or if Yasuo is dumber, but we're both pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That was terrifying. Oh my heart!
Come on.
What a dub though for me.
Clark! Oh!
Come on, baby. I believe in you.
I gotta risk it. Gotta risk it.
Wait, why is there 114 minutes?
No shot that went in. Because we're in added time. No shot he scored that.
Bro, he showed you who daddy was, didn't he?
GG. Oh! $58 is worth 600 coins, and you got them for 250. The 58 is worth, really? Huh. I've just been flipping like 70 to 74 rated. We've been making like 500 to 1,000 coins on each one. That seems more lucrative to me. But yeah, if that's working for you, I guess keep doing it. Alright, I'm done with Weekend League. Not playing this shit anymore. Alright, dudes. I will not be live tomorrow, aka today, if it's Saturday already for you. We'll be back Sunday. We'll have, before new content, a video go up on the Silver Lib and Silver Sud method, for those of you interested. But yeah, take it easy.